it's Ms. Hurst from Hamilton County Schools. We're going to continue our work with People and the Planet today by starting some work with a poetry collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to start with just the clear learning target because it's always a good idea to know what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing a close read today of a poem called Turtle Watchers by Linda Hogan. And we're going to be analyzing how an author uses figurative language to develop a theme. So while you read today, you're going to be doing this, first of all, a contiguous first read of the text. You're going to use this graphic organizer for your first read. So you're going to notice who or what is speaking the poem and whether the poem tells a story or describes a single moment. You're going to annotate by marking any vocabulary or key passages you want to visit. You're going to connect ideas within the selection to what you already know and what you've already read, and you're going to respond by completing the comprehension check, okay? So go ahead and do your first read of this poem, Turtle Watchers by Linda Hogan. All right, so we're going to do things a little bit differently than a normal close read because only part of it is going to be about specific lines and some of it's going to be about specific questions about the entire thing. So first of all, I want us to think about the title of this poem. So remember, when we do a close read, I want you to take the time to write out the answers. That's going to allow you to have those answers ready when we get to the end task where you will have to write. So I want us to first start by paying attention to the title. What do you notice about the title? What do you think the poem is about based on the title? Knowing that, who is the old mother at the beginning of the poem? Right now I want us to look at lines 3 through 10. So that's here, the turtles coming in from the sea, their many eggs, their eyes streaming water like tears, and I'd see it all, old mother as if in prayer. The turtles called back to where they were born, the hungry watchers standing at the edge of the trees, hoping for food when darkness gathers. So what's happening in these lines? Who are the hungry watchers? What does this tell you about the baby sea turtles? All right, since you guys just read those lines, I think it's important to consider what that actually looks like. I have actually had the experience of seeing a sea turtle lay eggs, and it is just an incredible experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video so you guys can see it for yourself. So it is important to note, and I just wanted to share this as an onlooker, do not interrupt this process. Sea turtles are endangered, and so it's very important that we don't interrupt this process. And that includes when the hatchlings hatch. So making their way to the water is an important part of their development. So you have to not bother them. All right, so let's get back to the poem. And we're going to look through lines 11 through 17 now. Years later, swimming in murky waters, a sea turtle swam beside me, both of us watching as if clasped together in the lineage of the same world, the sweep of the same current, even rising for a breath of air at the same time, still watching. What words in these lines show the idea of similarity or togetherness? What can we infer from these lines? What message might we infer from this? And then finally, I want us to take some time just to look at these similes and metaphors in this text. So what similes and metaphors do you see in the poem? What does the simile in line 5 tell you? What does the simile in line 7 suggest? What does the simile in lines 13 and 14 tell you? What do the similes in the last 2 lines suggest? Why might the author have included these figures of speech? All right, we have finished our close read other than the end task. So how does the author use figurative language to just support and develop the theme? So Eleanor, I want you to take some time to do some clear, good paragraph writing. When you're done with that, you are good to go. Have a wonderful rest of your day.